Good morning and welcome to session 7 of Conclave 2021 India at the rate 75 with an objective Learn Together to Grow Together, a unique students webinar series and initiative of Internal Quality Assurance Cell of Dempe College of Arts and Science. It's a pleasure to have with us young and talented personality Ms. Anjali Mascarenhas as a chairperson for today's session 7. We welcome you, Ms. Anjali. Ms. Anjali Mascarenhas is an assistant professor of English at Government College of Arts and Science, Sakli, Goa. She completed her bachelor's in English and Psychology from Parvatibai Chowgule College of Arts and Science and did her master's in English from St. Joseph College, Bengaluru. Ms. Anjali has keen interest in the fields of children's literature, fantasy fiction, and women's studies. She is also a trained Western classical pianist and enjoys reading and painting in her free time. With this brief introduction, on behalf of IQAC, once again a hearty welcome to you, Ms. Anjali. I
Thank you,
now
ma'am.
request I now request Dr. Shilpa Bhosle to take over the session.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Conclave 2021 India at 75 for Students webinar series organized by IQAC. Our first speaker for today is Ms. Aisha
Aisha
Sheikh,
Sheikh,
TY BSc,
TYBSc,
Computer
Computer
Science,
Science,
on the
on the
topic
topic
E-Governance
E-Governance
India
India
at
at
75.
75.
Over
Over
to
to
Aisha.
Aisha.
Good morning, everyone. I, Aisha Sheikh, from the TYBSc Computer Science Department, will be presenting on the topic e-governance in India at the rate 75. So let's begin with what is e-governance. The term e-governance came into existence with the advent of government websites in late 1990s. E-governance or electronic governance refers to the use of information and communication technologies (ICTs) to provide citizens and organizations with more convenient access to the government services and information. Over the years, a large number of initiatives have been undertaken by various state governments and central ministries to usher in an era of e-government. Sustained efforts have been made at multiple levels to improve the delivery of public services and simplify the process of accessing them. How far has India come in 75 years of independence? India celebrated its 75th Independence Day on 15th August 2021 to mark its independence from the British rule. E-governance in India has steadily evolved from computerization of government departments to initiatives that encapsulate the finer points of governance, such as citizen centricity, service orientation, and transparency. Lessons from previous e-governance initiatives have played an important role in shaping the progressive e-governance strategy of the country. Due cognizance has been taken of the notion that to speed up e-governance implementation across the various arms of government at national, state, and local levels, a program approach needs to be adopted guided by common vision and strategy. This approach has the potential of enabling huge savings in costs through sharing of code and support infrastructure, enabling interoperability through standards, and of presenting a seamless view of government to citizens. Objectives. The objectives taken by the e-governance is better service delivery to citizens, ushering in transparency and accountability, empowering people through information, improve efficiency within government, that is between center state or interstates, improve interface with business and industry. This here is what the e-governance aims at. Huge potential. Sorry. The application of e-governance has huge potential for intermediate organizations in developing countries. The main goal of e-governance is to support and simplify governance for all parties, government, citizens, and businesses. The National E-Governance Plan. The National E-Governance Plan (NEGP) takes a holistic view of e-governance initiatives across the country, integrating them into a collective vision, a shared cause. Around this idea, a massive countrywide infrastructure reaching down to the remotest of villages is evolving, and large-scale digitalization of records is taking place to enable easy, reliable access over the internet. The ultimate objective is to bring public services closer home to citizens as articulated in the vision statement of NEGP. This here is the components of Indian e-governance system with National E-Governance Plan (NEGP) as a core and NITI Aayog as a program management role. The motto of the National E-Governance Plan is make all government services accessible to the common man in his locality through common service delivery outlets and ensure efficiency, transparency, and reliability of such services at affordable cost to realize the basic needs of the common man. Now here we have the initiatives taken of Digital India. The government approved the National E-Governance Plan (NEGP) comprising of 27 mission mode projects and 8 components on May 18, 2006. In the year 2011, 4 projects, health education, PDS, and post were introduced to make the list of 27 MMPs to 31 mission mode projects. The government has accorded approval to the vision approach, strategy, key components, implementation, methodology, and management structure for NEGP. However, the approval of NEGP does not constitute financial approvals for all the mission mode project MMPs and components under it. Here are the 9 pillars of Digital India. The existing or ongoing projects in the MMP category being implemented by various central ministries, states, and state departments would be suitably augmented and enhanced to align with the objectives of NEGP. Various initiatives under India's e-governance. My Government. It aims to establish a link between government and citizens towards meeting the goal of good governance. It encourages citizens as well as people abroad to participate in various activities, that is, do, discuss, poll, talk, blog, etc. National Scholarships Portal (NSP). It provides a centralized platform for application and disbursement of scholarship to students under any scholarship scheme. Mobile Seva. It provides government services to the people through mobile phones and tablets. Jeevan Praman. It is an Aadhaar-based biometric authentication system for pensioners. This system provides authenticity to digital life certificate without the necessity of pensioner being present in person before, before his or her pension dispensing authority (PDA). National E-Governance Plan (NEGP). It takes a holistic view of e-governance initiative across the country, integrating them into a collective vision and a shared cause. It comprises of 31 mission mode projects approved in 2006, but later it was integrated into Digital India program. Now let's come to why do we need e-governance? Governance per se has become very complex, increasing citizens' expectations from the government. And finally, as the usage of information technology is growing very fast, is Indian government is making many efforts to provide services to its citizens through e-governance. Although Indian government is spending a lot of money on e-governance projects, but still these projects are not successful in all parts of India. Unawareness in people, local language of the people of a particular area, privacy of the personal data of the people, etc., are main challenges which are responsible for the unsuccessful implementation of e-governance in India. Government must take some actions to make the people aware about the e-governance activities so that people may take full advantage of these activities and e-governance projects can be implemented successfully. The participation of people can play a vital role in implementation of e-governance in India. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, Aisha. Participants, if you have any questions, you can ask, or even you can put your questions in the chat box. Students, any questions? If you have any doubts, you can put your questions in the chat box. Moving on to the next session, that is our speakers for our next session is Miss Nazreen Beg and Miss Ria Nigre on the topic English Literature as Therapy in the Post-Pandemic World. And the students who are presenting it, they are from TYBA English. Over to Ria. And Nazreen.
Good morning, everyone. Could you all please let me know if I'm audible or not?
You are audible.
I, Nasween Beg, along with my peer Ria Nigale from TYBA Department of English, are here to present to you our views on the topic English Literature as Therapy in the Post Pandemic World. Robert Frost, in his poem The Road Not Taken, says, and I quote, "Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth." Unquote. As we had and have been still going through the present and after effects of the deadly pandemic, finding what you love and what would give you the utmost company was one of the ultimate tasks we all encountered. As we were all by ourselves, confined in four walls, we had to choose between two paths: isolation or self discovery. And I think most of us chose self discovery over isolation. We all have some keen interest and hobbies, don't we? Some things that gives us satisfaction and inner peace. Could be anything from planting just a tiny sapling of plant to just going for a drive or listening to music, reading books, poetry or art, or maybe just cooking your favorite dish. Anything. So basically, what I want to say is therapy is nothing but doing what you love. Literature and art have been one of the many aspects that kept us going during these tough times. And hence, our presentation focuses on the role of English literature as therapy in the post pandemic world. Bibliotherapy is a term that sums up therapy through reading, writing, and poetry. Knowingly or unknowingly, we often indulge ourselves into these activities and look forward for the final outcome and ignore the process. But in fact, we should be enlightened enough to know that it is the process of it that has the essence of true solidarity. And as it is mentioned in a study by Huntington K. and Peterson, that it is the process of art that will heal us and not the final piece of art. Today, in our presentation, we will look over the two aspects of literature, that is, writing and reading as therapy, as well as art as therapy. In reading, we will look into self help books, fictional books, classics, and contemporary books. In writing, we will highlight journaling, that is, bullet journaling and gratitude journaling. And secondly, writing poetry and quotes. In art, we will cover literature in art, thought expression through painting, drawing, and sketching, inbuilt and also built in art. I feel we all are readers. Some may be bookish or some may not. But if you are here, alive, and educated, you are a reader in itself. Reading levitates your soul and transfers you to a different state of mind. You live in your head, imagining, manifesting, and pleasing yourself. When we hit that glorious flow state of reading, where we are fully immersed in a book, our brain's default mode network likely comes down, says Judd Brewer, a psychiatrist who directs research at Brown University's Mindfulness Center. During the pandemic, so many of us started reading as a part of our daily routine. Books became companions and reading became tranquility. Of course, not forgetting that much needed cup of hot coffee. We delved into a variety of books just to know which would be the genre we would prefer. Some of us got into self help books as a part of our personality building and mindfulness. The two books that were highly in the picture were Ikigai, The Japanese Secret to a Long and Happy Life, which we all know got so insta famous. It is indeed a great book and begins with a Japanese proverb that says, "Only staying active will make you want to live 100 years." We all somewhere wish to live 100 years, don't we? So you should definitely go read this one if you haven't already. The next self help book is Atomic Habits by James Clear, which teaches us amazing lessons on how our tiny exercises could be shaped into greater ones. Tiny changes, remarkable results, as it says. Then in the limelight, we have our classics. And one book that has the essence of it all is none other than Pride and Prejudice, also mentioning Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen. In contemporary fiction, we shortlisted a few that I think we all must have read or heard about. We have Norwegian Wood and Killing Commendator by Murakami, known for its world of illusion and fantasy. We also have books by Khalid Hosseini, The Kite Runner, A Thousand Splendid Suns, and The Mountains Echoed. Our next aspect of literature is writing. Writing to heal. A Chinese proverb says, I hear and I forget. I see and I remember. I write and I understand. Let me tell you, you don't need to be a prolific writer or even a writer at all. All you need is a piece of paper, a pen, and the motivation to pen down your thoughts. In individuals who have experienced a traumatic or extremely stressful event, expressive writing can have a significant healing effect. Writing helps us confide, vent, and let ourselves free. Journaling is one way of letting your thoughts out. There are two types: bullet journaling and gratitude journaling. If you prefer creativity and art while you scribble your thoughts, then bullet journaling is for you. But if you are someone who likes to keep things subtle and raw, then gratitude journaling is something you should explore. A few things that we all should understand while we write is: first, it's okay to write only a few words, and it's okay to write several pages. Just write at your own pace. Second, don't worry so much about what to write about. Just focus on taking the time to write and give it your full attention. Third, don't worry about how well you write. The important thing is to write down what makes sense to you and what comes naturally to you. Fourth, write as if no one else will read it. This will help you avoid putting on a show rather than writing authentically. Also, if you are someone who struggles to write, then here are 5 ways you can explore to pen down your thoughts. First, writing a letter to yourself. Second, writing letters to others. Third, writing a poem. Fourth, free writing, that is just writing everything that comes to mind. Fifth, mind mapping, which is drawing mind maps with your main problem in the middle and branches representing different aspects of your problem. All you need to do is just take a pen and a piece of paper, put all your mere unfiltered thoughts, creatively or not, and there you go. You'll have a companion for yourself. I'd like to conclude by quoting Robert Frost from The Road Not Taken. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and
Thank you, Nasreen. Um, I want you guys to take a few seconds and think about this. Is art something that is painted and then hung in a museum? Is it photographs that people take and publish in magazines? What about literature? Is there something that comes to mind? Do we think of literature when we think of art? Is literature art? Literature is art. Art can be defined as communication between an artist and the audience. However, in today's times, art can also be defined as communication between a person and their inner self. To quote Thomas Merton, art enables us to find ourselves and lose ourselves at the same. In music, photography, painting. A symbol of mankind to art. We see the paintings as if all other art. All civilization has yet to exist, creating a simple shape that stands for a others. More from the signs that guide your progress down the highway to the phone. Art can be thought of as a symbol of what comes, a symbol of what it means to be human, when tangible, or a thought or a concept. Through peaceful means, it can convey the full spectrum of literature has been ever flourishing. As for the times, art has all sorts of age groups. Illustrations and graphics with words. Illustrations in overall child development by stimulating the reader's imagination, heightening perceptions about the narrative and increasing the reader's sense of observation. Thought expressing through painting and drawing has been a getaway for us during these hard times. In times when we are experiencing changes mentally, one of the prominent ways to soothe our fiery nerves is to take help of the colors. Like, it is a process of art that heals us. Painting starts with the gathering of supplies. As James Clear writes, habit, most of us always say that we want, yet somehow we don't think we'll do a good job. Sometimes we, as you build,
Thank you. It was a really nice presentation by Ria and Nasween. Any questions from the audience? Participants, you can ask some doubts or questions regarding the presentations, or you can also post your questions in the chat box. So if you don't have any questions, we will move on to the next presentation. That is, our next speaker is Ms. Kamalika Reje and TY Chemistry. Topic is the history of cosmetics. Yeah, over to her.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kamalika Rege. I hope you all are doing fine. Today, I'm going to talk about the history of cosmetics. As you all are aware about the cosmetics that we use in our day-to-day life, cosmetics are the products that we use on our body, nails, hair to make it look attractive and better. So, what's the actual definition of cosmetics? Cosmetology is defined as the art and science of beautifying and improving the skin, nails, hair, and also include the study of cosmetic and their application. So where did it came from? The concept of beauty and cosmetic is as old as mankind and civilization. The use of cosmetics dates back to around 1000 BC. Many of the present day beauty rituals, such as hair coloration, depilation, and exfoliation, find their roots in ancient Egypt culture. In the olden days, the Romans, Greek, and Egyptians used various cosmetics which would contain white lead and mercury. Scented oil and ointment were also used to clean and soften the skin and also to mask the body odor. Dyes and natural paints were used to color the face, especially for religious or any other occasion. So earlier, what the metals were used is first is black antimony, which is black in color and were used as an eyeliner in ancient Egypt and is still now being used as an eyeliner by the northern Nigerian women. It is locally known as Tiro, Otangele, and Buje in the three major languages in Nigeria. Second is the antimony, which is white in color and has more shining like appearance than silver. It contains 81% lead and is mostly harvested from the Abalkaliki, Ibonel State, Nigeria. Third is the calabash chalk, also known as the calabash stone, is an ancient cosmetic product used by the Nigerian woman. It is mostly consumed by the woman, especially the pregnant woman, as a remedy for morning sickness, nausea, and it's also used as a facial powder or antiperspirant when grounded. So, how this is made? This cosmetic is made up of fossilized seashells mixed with clay mud and other ingredients such as sand, wood, ash, and sometimes salt too. So, the common material used in cosmetics are the water and preservative. Preservatives are added to prevent alteration due to microorganism and contamination during formulation, shipment, storage, or consumer use. Second is antimicrobial agent. As the name suggests, it prevents the growth of microorganisms. Third is antioxidants. They prevent the degradation of natural products like lipids, protein, sugar present in the cosmetic product and also protect your skin from being damaged. Third is the humectant. Their key role is for the ability to retain moisture and keep the product from drying. Then is a surfactant. The key role of surfactant is that they have the ability to be compatible with both oil and water. Then is the oil, waxes and fats. Then perfumes. Perfume for their pleasant odor and color is added to attract the consumer. So there are different types of makeup products that are available. Cosmetic include products like skincare creams, lotions, powders, perfumes, lipstick, nail polish, eye and facial makeup, permanent waxes, hair colors, hairspray, deodorants, baby products, bath oils, bubble baths, and many more. So, what are the assets and liabilities? As you all know, cosmetic is a tool that is seen as a form of self expression. Nowadays, women and men are equally using makeup, and the market has been in a rapid progression. Makeup has chemical property, and not every chemical company uses organic product. There may be products that are used in the cosmetic that may be harmful to our skin. They may remain for our skin for a longer period of time. So, what are the assets? Wearing makeup makes you more confident and presentable. Saves you from harmful sun rays. Like good quality makeup may contain some UV protection. So, this UV protection helps to protect your skin from the direct exposure to the sun rays. Protect your skin from pollution. There may be air pollutants like dust, smog present in the air. So, open pores may attract the bacteria or germs present in the air. So applying makeup may form a layer between the pores and in turn reduces the risk. Makes you look younger. That is, dark circles, eye bags are caused by applying makeup. Some makeup can cover wrinkles and facial lines too. What are the liabilities? Causes skin allergy. As makeup is directly applied to the skin, the chemicals present in the cosmetic are directly present on the skin and causes skin allergy. People with sensitive skin are affected more by this. Causes eye infection. Eye makeup causes eye infection. As you all know, human eye is a very sensitive organ, so care must be taken. While applying makeup, the small microscopic particle may enter your eye and cause infection, which in turn can cause eye allergies. Triggers premature aging. Using makeup every day, the chemicals may pile at the pores and damages the tissue and cells. When wrinkles starts to appear and you look old. Using makeup every day damages the collagen fibers and causes premature aging. Then is the acne. This is a very serious problem faced by many of the youngsters nowadays. Applying makeup can block the pores and create hormonal problems. This clogged pore can lead to more serious issues like acne. So most cosmetic products contain hazardous chemicals like sodium lauryl sulfate, paraben, coal tar dye, phthalates, mineral oil, triethanolamine, and some heavy metals that may be very harmful. That is lead, arsenic, nickel, cadmium, and mercury. The accumulation of such chemicals and metal in the body can cause severe disease like cancer, reproductive and development disorder, contact dermatitis, hair loss, and lung damage too. So side effects of cosmetic is skincare products such as perfumes, makeup, nail polish, lipstick are the beauty products that are necessary for every woman around the world. However, sometimes makeup can be harmful to your skin. This product can remain for a long period of time on your body and cause significant side effects. Nail paints. Extensive application of nail paints will lead to making your nail more fragile and the quality of the nails will decrease over time. The nails may become thick and they lose their natural color. Acetone, which is present in the nail paints remover, is a harsh chemical and tends to damage the nail strength. Powders. Some powder tend to dry out the skin and remove the natural moisture present in the skin, and your skin may look flaky and dull. Such cosmetic can cause cracks, fry and wrinkles on your face, which could cause infection. Aging. This chemical used in makeup contribute to the aging of your skin because they dry out the natural oil and essential vitamins and minerals present in the skin. This causes your skin to lose its natural moisture and texture, and you start developing wrinkles and dry patches. Extensive hair fall. Cosmetics such as shampoos and conditioner affect the hair quality and quantity, causing hair fall, excessive dandruff, thinning of the hair, and redness of the scalp. Hairsprays are even more dangerous because they apply directly to the scalp, and this may cause permanent discoloration. Lipstick. Lipstick dry out the moisture of our lips and some of them may contain oil and chemicals that can damage your lips. Lipstick is made out of some very harmful content including lead and mineral oil. Lead ingestion can lead to possible brain damage and behavior abnormalities. Skin cancer. This is the most threatening side effects of excessive use of cosmetics. Lipstick contain aluminum, which cause long-term anemia and even glucose intolerance. Many products contain chemicals like zinc oxide and barium sulfate, which are toxic and can result in organ failure. Perfumes. When you apply perfumes, fragrances can enter the body through skin, lungs, airways, ingestion, and travel through pathways from the nose directly to the brain and can cause headaches, dizziness, fatigue, irritation to the eye, nose, throat, and other symptoms too. So, conclusion. While the current thinking of many of the chemicals that are used nowadays and seeing the chemical nature that is, it is safe to use or not. It is up to the consumer that they make their own decision to purchase the chemicals which are safe. The products we should buy is made of it should made be out of organic products. Cheap imports or copies bought online may not have been done through proper testing and may not contain the chemicals that they claim to have in them. So knowing the chemical nature, a consumer should always choose a product that is safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Kamalika. Any questions? It was a really nice presentation telling the history of cosmetics and what are the side effects of applying cosmetics. Students and participants can ask questions if they have any doubts, any comments. Students can ask some basic questions, any doubts. I think so. All have understood the presentations very well, and our speakers have done very well. Any comments? Anyone like to comment? So all the three presenters, all the four presenters and three presentations were very well done, and I congratulate them. They have presented very nicely, and no question, no doubts are there. So I thank them, and uh, over to Miss Ma'am Purnima.
Thank you, Dr. Shilpa, for moderating the session. Well done, students. Congratulations to all of y'all. We are proud of y'all. I now request Ms. Anjali to give her concluding remarks on today's session. Over to you, Ms. Anjali.
Thank you, ma'am. At the onset, I would actually like to congratulate all the four presenters on a very, very commendable job. All four of them have actually been former students of mine, so this was like even it was like a really nice experience to see that the students have become the masters, and honestly, because y'all have, and it was a very, very good job. Okay, all four of y'all really, really got your message across, your entire topics across very well. So y'all should be super proud of y'all, because I certainly am. um, Congratulations to all of y'all, but obviously, most of my comments are going to be focused on the presentation that was about literature, because that is my field of study, that is my field of interest as well. And I'm really happy that Ria and Nasreen have, managed to really capture what, the experience, the human experience of going through this pandemic was, and how literature has, in fact, and art actually, has in fact played a very pivotal role in helping a lot of people cope with just, being faced with such big, massive global trauma that kind of left us unsure about how to deal with this new world that we were seeing around us. And I also do know for a fact that both Ria and Nasreen practice what they preach, because I saw on your presentation that Ria has done a lot of art and Nasreen has written a lot of work. So it is really, really nice that y'all are able to not only provide factual evidence for what y'all were saying, but also support it with personal examples. So that was really excellently done. So once again, congratulations to all of the presenters today. It was wonderful hearing all of your thoughts. Over to you, ma'am Purnima.
I now request Dr. Shilpa to kindly look at the questions.
Yes, we have one question. Thank you, sir. And the question is, in ancient time, what material was used to make cosmetics like powders, etc.? This question is for Kamalika.
So the olden materials which were used is the calabash chalk to make the powder, facial powder. And as I have said, the antimony was used to make eyeliner. Yeah, done.
Hope so, sir. Your doubts are clear. Thank you, Kamalika. Any questions, participants? Mm, I will be posting the feedback form in the chat box. Students and participants kindly fill it for your certificates. Thank you. Over to Ms. Ma'am Ponima.
Thank you, Ms. Anjali, for your expert comments and your motivational words. So, with the end of this session, on behalf of IQAC, I extend my gratitude to Ms. Anjali Mascarenas for chairing today's session and giving her expert comments and encouraging words. Thank you, Anjali. Thanks to our respected principal, Professor Vrinda Borkar, for her immense support in organizing this students' webinar series. Thanks to all the presenters of today's session for their informative and excellent presentations. This would not have been possible without their teachers' guidance. So, sincere thanks to Mrs. Annie Rajan, Mrs. Clarenda Dice, and Dr. Sonia Parsekar for mentoring the students. Thanks to Dr. Chandan Naik and Mr. Gaurang Bane for social media publicity and technical support. Special thanks to all the participants for being great listeners and making today's session a success with their participation. So, once again, a big thank you to one and all. Have a good day. Thank you, Miss Anjali, once again. It was nice having you on this platform, and we
Thank
look
you for having
forward,
me.
yeah, and we look forward for more participation from you. Thank
Oh,
you. Thank you.
certainly. Thank you, ma'am.